Hello สวัสดีครับ Good morning ไม่ใช่ Good afternoon everybody เดี๋ยวรอเพื่อนๆก่อนแล้วกันนะครับ So just waiting for your friend first, right? Just because we can check our attendance at maybe yeah 1:30 actually. So today class is all about like we're gonna review, right? What you learned from the class 2 to 6, just because we did lots of writing assignments and such knowledge that we can share to each other. เป็นยังไงบ้างแฮปปี้ไหมเอ่ยกลุ่มเราแฮปปี้พิมพ์1เข้ามาครับ พิมพ์1จริงด้วย So I'm going to say that okay, let all of us check attendance first. Is that okay? All right. If you're coming into the Zoom, right? Yeah, just check your attendance first. I just want your name and ID student here. ไปเช็คชื่อดีกว่าครับ All right. Yeah, check attendance now. 1, 2, 3, go. How many of you? 11 students here. Just waiting for your friend first because it's not 1:30 yet.
청청청. 저는 팡팡팡. 남자들이 청청청.
Someone said something, right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right, so I'm going to say that for this class, we're just gonna review, right? So each group who did a presentation, you can share your knowledge to your friends, just like key point is okay from group 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just share the information, just because for the midterm exam, right? Just because so actually for ELC 261, right? Digital media content writing, whatever, right? So we're gonna have like 4 sections, 4 or 5, I'm not really sure. So maybe we have to wait for other teachers to finalize the midterm, just because we just make sure that we can test the same midterm exam together. So for me, I just I just provide some of information that I just want to do for this midterm already. I just picked like the content from week 4, right? Just because we did writing together already, and then I'm not really sure that my questions that I proposed to the team would be in the midterm exam or not. All right, and just waiting for finalized yet. I'm going to say that maybe by this week, Friday would be the final day that we have to put the information into the line group. It's okay. Anyway, for the midterm exam, right? So today's session, I just want like maybe a representative from each group, from group number 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Again, group 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can summarize the information to your classmate here, just because maybe it might be some content for your midterm exam. And make sure again that for the midterm exam, it's all about writing, right? A short paragraph and writing, and we have to wait for whole questions again. That's it. All right, so done for attendance check already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 students here. Done for it. Okay. Who are the member from the group 1? Raise your hand for me, please. ใครที่อยู่กลุ่ม 1ยกมือให้อาจารย์โดโดหน่อยครับ bilingual แล้วกันนะฮะ all right, so I just want like maybe 1 or 2 of you from that group just share the idea, or just let's say like summarize for maybe 2 or 3 minutes to your classmate here. Just want to make sure that your friends understand the point of the content from 4 groups for before midterms. Okay. All right, so could you please sharing something to your friends about what you presented in this class from group 1, please?
Yes, please give us a second.
That's okay. So I'm going to say that for today's class, it's all about like review, right? Review meaning that you can share, but I think that who know the best would be like who presented in each week, because you did lots of information and you try to put something to your classmate here. And in order to make sure that you got the detail or the information from the class, so try to listen and carefully listen to what your friends saying about this kind of thing. Okay.
Yes, we from group 1, and our content is about the significance of copywriting. So the important thing that you have to remember is copywriting is the performance or work of writing text for the purpose of advertising or other forms of marketing. Yeah, that is the important statement.
All right. So this is the key important for this slide. So make sure that everyone can review, right? Review from your slide presentation, and you can like maybe put the summary into the line group together from group 1, right? Just because try to make sure and to make sure that everyone can study for the test. And I hope you guys, just because like the exam is have to like just only 1 exam, and then we can test every section of the ELC 361 here, and I have to do this kind of thing for all of you together. Yeah, great. Okay, so what you need to review from group 1 is that the importance of how to become a good writer, or the significance of copywriting, right? So let's say like maybe you have to review how to make yourself to be better in terms of writing, or even like you have to be let's say research a bit for more. But I would say that you can review from the group 1 presentation. It would be great. That's it. Done. Done from group 1. All right, moving to group 2. Group 2, raise your hand for me, please. Okay, so what I want from group 2 is that you have to summarize the essential information, the important information from your presentation and sharing to your classmate again. Yeah.
Okay, please wait a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, group. Our group present about art of copywriting. Copywriting is the art and science of strategically doing work that get people to take some form of action by using the process writing.
So it's all about like the process of writing, right? So we can review from the PDF file that is sent to all of us already, right? Okay.
Yes,
and any information? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and we talk about how is it important to your in your future company, like how you should write it to make it effectively. And the important thing is you have to know about SEO, copywriting, or search engine optimization. You have to know what it is. Yes. And there are some trick or tips that help you for the writing to make it to make it effectively. Yes, and for the company is help you to promote brand, and you have to understand your target like that to create the understanding essay or content. And you have to have a good writing to communicate to your audience. Yes.
All right. Good. Nice to have from group 2. So basically, it's all about like the paper. I would say that the paper or the detailed information that you can review from the PDF file that your friends send it into the line group already. But I have to say like try to pick up only the important information from that slide presentation. For example, like how to understand, how to search some information, how to write for such a keyword or SEO, things like that, right? All right, good. Dan kamu lihat, done. Moving to group 3. Group 3, please raise your hand for me, please. Okay, raise your hand, please. Yep. All right, just share the important information from the group presentation. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, so our group is about writing for branding and marketing. So first we let you know about the branding and marketing, right? For like the branding is the process by giving the meaning of the organization, company, product, and service. And about the marketing, it refers to the activities in the company. But they also have the goal is to attract and retain the loyal customers. Also, we told you about the branding. Why is it important? Because it is creating an image for the brand. So, and the good writing is the important part for the branding because it will make a customer have a look for the branding in a good way. Yes. And also it affects the target audience. We also have the categories of the branding for 9 categories about the personal, product, service, retail, geographic, cultural, corporate, online, and offline. And we also have to know that who is our target audience. Also, what is the benefit of the target audience? I think this is all for us.
All right, so try to make sure that also everyone have to review from this kind of like important right of digital marketing strategy that a good presentation has been performed or has been presented in this kind of detail already. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Done. Done. And next, group four, raise your hand for me, please, and try to share the important information from a group presentation here. Good.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So our group talk about writing for advertising and direct marketing. Yeah. So the topic that we talk about before, first one is the difference between advertising and direct marketing. Next is why advertising is important, and followed by how that is affect the target audience, and then who is the target audience, and the ending topic is how that it affect the company. So basically, advertising speak to like mass people, while direct marketing speak to people as individual. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And why advertising is important is because advertising work like to spread your business marketing and help to reach the like target engagement. Yeah.
So that's all about the information, right?
Yeah.
Let's say like essential or even important information that all of us have to review. Just because actually at first I thought that I have to let you do for my midterm exam, right? So I just come up with what I said what I wrote into the line group, right? So just like that. But here, so the team teachers has been discussing last week that we have to try to, let every teacher to put the questions in the same paper exam. So we're gonna have to final version of the exam paper again, and I just put the information into the line group again. It's okay. So for my class, I hope that you guys, all of you understand, right? And get the information and well prepared for this kind of thing already. Yep, and done. Don't worry, be happy. ประมาณนี้นะครับไม่มีอะไรมากคือในส่วนของ midterm so just prepare and prepare for your writing. It's okay. So for my assignment, right, I just let you do the writing to week 2 10%. So but I didn't check it yet, so maybe I will do it by the end of this week. And then writing week 5, yeah. Okay, so week 4, just because it's all about content, so I think it should go for midterm exam. That's why I just come up with like that. Okay, and week 2 and week 5 is all about like what we learned this for this class. That's all. And also I'm not really sure that unseen question will be in your exam or not, but try to understand what would be the suitable digital marketing in the current day. I mean, like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, things like that. So you have to understand a bit in order to make sure that you can do the test properly. Yep. All right, shall we go for, maybe I just want you to listen a bit before we study for more. This one.
อาจารย์คะ so the Tuesday the 9th March is the date of the midterm exam, right?
Yes, that's correct. I think that the date of midterm exam would be like the I have to say that just because the date of the midterm exam, I'm not really sure yet, but we can finalize this again, okay? And I will send the detail for you on this, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I'm so sorry, just because, but for the week midterm start from 9 to, let's say, wait a second. So the midterm exam start from 7 to 11, is that right? And I think it should go for Monday, but I'm not sure that the schedule would be like the 7th of March would be, but I will confirm it again to the line group, okay? Yeah. Listen again. So for today's class, it's all about like social media. And I think that I just want you to listen a bit and we can learn into the detail again. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
Social media or YouTube, you need consistent, quality, strategic content. But I've learned that being consistent and having quality content is actually not enough. There's a lot of people that are putting valuable content out and they're doing it on a regular basis, but they're still not breaking through. And so this is a critical component of the formula because you actually have to have a strategy. Hey, what's up? Sean Cannell here with VegasInfluencers.com, and we're in Town Square at Lucky Events about to do a super cool meetup. We're gonna do some Q&A. We're gonna be hanging out with local entrepreneurs, business-minded content creators, and really learning how we can grow our businesses with online video and social media. So it's just getting started, so let's head in. All of these platforms are so powerful, but the question then is, how do I stand out in the midst of rising competition? Like, raise your hand and wave at me if you feel like you have competitors in your niche and it's discouraging, right? Like, you look around and you think, man, there's all these other people that are doing what I'm doing. How can I break through? How can I stand out? And so that's really why we've kind of crafted this formula here at Think Media. And this formula is universal for social media. And everybody has to do this if you want to win. Like, it's kind of like an unbreakable framework. And so let's dive into it. Here's what it is, if you want to write it down. To win on social media or YouTube, you need consistent, quality, strategic content. That might seem obvious, but I think we got to dig deep into this. So number one is consistent. This is not just like frequency of uploading. That's important. And if you want a strategy, again, Sean, how do I start to really gain traction on YouTube? In my opinion, you need to be posting at least one video a week. Like, I think that all of us need to commit to some piece of long form content. It might only be 5 minutes, 7 minutes, but meaningful content at least once per week. Consistency is also about message. If on your YouTube channel, one day you're talking about how to, get better biceps. I don't talk about that on YouTube because I have no results there. But if one day, and then the next day you're talking about like how to level up in Minecraft, then it's going to be hard to build a brand because that's two totally different things. And that might seem obvious, but it's not just consistency of frequency. It's also consistency of messaging, consistency of brand. What we've noticed is that a reason that some people don't break through is because they have not defined like a consistent message that they stick to. So maybe like Instagram's hot. You could commit to at least one valuable piece of content per week on something like Instagram TV. But the second thing's quality. When it comes to quality, what most of us think is, you know what, to win on YouTube, to win on any of these platforms, I need to have a real fancy camera. I need to get the latest gear. In fact, I'm not going to start my YouTube channel. I'm not going to start my brand until I get the right microphone or the better lens. And friends, this was me. So I would kind of make excuses like, well, when I get that new lens, then I'm going to shoot those new videos. Or when I get that microphone, then I'm going to shoot those new videos. But friends, that quality is really not what makes the difference when it comes to winning online. It's actually more about the value of the content. And a while back, I was looking for a pressure washer. So where did I go? YouTube, right? And so I type in a search. I find the guy's video. It's about a Honda pressure washer. He's just filming on his phone. Video has 250,000 views, 250,000. And I swear it was impressive how poor video quality this was. I mean, most of us might like generally try to hold the camera steady, but he only maybe had two hands. So it was like his whole video was like this. Like, I'm seeing the pressure washer, I don't know, he had a few drinks before, like whatever's happening. But I watched the whole thing because he knew his stuff. Like, he had a big shop, he had gear, he was talking about all the details, he's showing, how to choke the thing and why it was, all the deals. And so that actually convinced me to get this Honda pressure washer. I looked it up, I was like, this is dope. And so it was the value of the content. It was a guy who knew his stuff, and I wasn't tripping. I kind of was busy, but I still persevered through the video because he was delivering a specific form of value. And so I've learned that yes, production value matters. Like, can they see you? Can they hear you? But it's the content value that is most important. And so when it comes to getting started, all you need is your phone, right? Your content has to fit pretty much, if you want to win, into one of these buckets. And so if you're building your brand, you got to pick out, number one, it could be information, just information. If you're a business owner, you could just be sharing the latest, let's say real estate, Las Vegas. You're sharing the latest information of what the rates are right now. Is it a good time to buy or is it a good time to sell? You're just kind of sharing the facts, the information. This could be the news as well. It's just, hey, this is the news that's happening. Now, the other one's entertainment. Anybody that's like a vlogger here, wave at me if you like vlog or you want to be a vlogger. A couple of us. So that is probably going to be your bucket. And so to win with a vlog, you have to be entertaining. That is, it's, you know, people aren't watching your vlog to like get news, right? They're watching it to be entertained. So they either want to laugh, the story's interesting, there's cliffhangers, you know, there's a reason to keep watching. It's really good to maybe study reality TV, study arcs of story arcs. It's maybe falls in the entertainment. Now it could be inspiration and motivation, because, you know, start my morning, I just turn on some motivation stuff. I want to get inspired and motivated. This is a good bucket to put content in. Education. That's what we do at Think Media. Education would be, of course, how to use a camera, how to get views on YouTube. John Kohler lives in Las Vegas, almost 600,000 subscribers, growing your greens. And he's educating other people about how to have better gardens. The crazy thing about John Kohler is he shoots on a $150 refurbished camera. He doesn't edit his videos, and they're all pretty much 1 hour long. But because he's delivering value and educating an audience that wants that specific information, people watch the whole thing. Then the last one would be connection. I think online video, there's a lot of people that they almost provide a connection. Maybe they mix a few of the other things, but it's kind of like a community aspect to it. Like you build community, you feel connected, or you facilitate connections. Maybe you do an interview show or multiple talk show and thinking about how people are feeling involved or connected. Now, here's the deal. You want to pick one of these or stack multiple of these. One of the trending terms right now is edutainment. So that's education and entertainment combined. And you can make your content even more powerful. But I'll tell you what, if your content doesn't have any of these, you're going to lose. Like if you don't have, you have to have one of these. And now before you press record, we always like to say research before you press record, plan before you press record. You should be defining to say, this is exactly what I want to deliver as far as content value to the end user. But I've learned that being consistent and having quality content is actually not enough. There's a lot of people that are putting valuable content out and they're doing it on a regular basis, but they're still not breaking through. And so this is a critical component of the formula because you actually have to have a strategy. You know, one of the things we teach, of course, is how to get your videos found in search. And then if you go to the YouTube search bar, you type something in, we were talking about this, you can see predictions of what people are actually searching. But one of the strategies, in fact, probably the key strategy of why we are where we are today is because I discovered that YouTube is a search engine, and I discovered how to do keyword research and then reverse engineer valuable videos to answer the questions that people are searching for online. And that's just one strategy. But I'm here to tell you that you've got to have a strategy, you got to have a plan, and you want to put together a winning strategy if you want to ultimately break through. And then finally, it's content. We got to be consistent, right? We have to have it be quality, decent AVL, audio, video, lighting, but it's more about the content value. We have to actually have a strategy. And then finally, it's the content itself. Content is king. Content is how social media works. And so this is defining what am I posting and where. Mobile is the #1 place people consume content. And the majority of time people are spending on mobile is actually on digital audio first. It's a huge trend, right? Grow with Video, we learned it yesterday that one of the best things to start is a video podcast because audio is the #1 way people are consuming content. Spotify, of course, iTunes, but even beyond that, YouTube. Content where? And then it's picking your platform. Now, here's the tip. When you're starting out, you don't try to focus on too many platforms. We recommend one actually, and maybe just one support platform. And so consistent, quality, strategic content. That's the formula. Keep working it, work it, and it will work, especially when you persevere over time. So I encourage you, press record, punch fear in the face, punch perfectionism in the face, and post some content.
Okay. Sorry. Shall we break a bit for 15 or 10? Okay, let's say vote first. Okay, if you wish to break for 10 minutes, just type 1, right? And then 15 minutes, type 2. One or two? Two, right? Okay, so maybe we can break for 15 minutes, right? So see you all at 2 and 15. So today we can study and then much faster than before, just because it's nearly midterm. I'm going to let you review, right? Or reading a bit. Maybe we can finish a class, let's say 3 p.m. would be okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. ไปเบรกดีกว่าครับทุกคน All right, shall we start to study together? Who want to go first? Raise your hand for me, please. Just read this out loud and then try to make your own understanding here. Yeah, we got 357. You were in one ของเรานะฮะ All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Establish your most important metrics and KPIs. No matter your goals or industry, your social media strategy should be data-driven. That means focusing on the social media metrics that matter rather than focus on vanity metrics. Dig into data that aligns directly with your goals. What metrics we talk about? Check out the breakdown below.
What is that actually?
Don't just focus on our goals, but about the data, about the information must be considered too.
Good. Done. Come on, done. Right. Thank you so much. So this one would be like let's say QC or quality control or KPI to make sure that you can do right social media or advertise something properly here. So this is all about like social media metrics. That's it. Moving to next one. Again, next one. Wanna go for this slide? Just raise your hand, please. All right, so we got Tam. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Code reach is the number of unique user who saw your post. How much of your content actually reaches users' feeds. Click, that is the number of click on your content or account. Tracking clicks per campaign is essential to understand what drives curiosity or encourages people to buy.
All right, so what do you understand from this one?
So I think the reach and the click can define the number of people who like attend to your homepage.
So it's all about like maybe the two criteria that we can examine how well our marketing reach to the potential customer. Is that right? Let's say like reaching, how many of reaching, and how many click, likes, or comments, things like that. That's it. Done. Come on, I have done. That's it. Moving to next one, right? วันนี้เลิกเร็วได้ไหมใครโอเคพิมพ์โอเคนะครับ ไม่โอเคอย่าเพิ่งพิมพ์นะครับขอคนโอเคก่อน All right, moving to next one. I'm going to choose MOOC 352. Okay.
Engagement, the total number of social interact driven by the number of impressions. This rely on how well your audience perceive you and their willingness to interact. Hashtag performance, what were your most used hashtag, which hashtag were most associated with your brand. How this answer can help shape the focus of your content going forward.
So what do you understand from this one?
The engagement is the number of audience to interact with your brand at the hashtag. If you use the hashtag most used hashtag, will have the good engagement something.
All right, good. Thank you so much for sharing here. So it's all about like the other criteria for measuring metric of a KPI for the social media management here. I'm going to say that engagement is kind of like the one can review from your post or like try to read every line of your post, things like that. So they're gonna test about the timing that they spent into that post, or even hashtag. So if someone can search lots of hashtag or your hashtag in the social media such as Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, right? So this is all about like measurement of the KPI here. Done ทั้งหมดเลยนะครับ Moving to next one, I'm going to choose PIM 349.
Organic and paid like. Do you understand that like count? These interactions are as attributed to paid or organic content. Given how much harder organic engagement is to gain, many brands turn to ads. Knowing these different can help you budget both your ad spend and the time you invest in different formats.
All right, what do you understand from this one?
It's about how we use the advertisement to like get more engagement from the customer, and if we know that the ad make more customer or not, we can manage our budget.
That's okay. Good. Thank you for your sharing here. So it's all about like when it comes to talk about the quality of the writing, for example, like post writing on the social media, right? So organic meaning that naturally that people like it or even like spend time to to read for your page. So this kind of like it doesn't relate it to how to make let's say like funding or spending money on this kind of advertisement, meaning that everyone perceive this kind of information by your own. So it's all about organic or paid like here. That's it. And done. Moving to next one. เร็วๆรีบๆนิดนึงนะฮะ quickly is a key. Next one I'm going to choose gun 358. Okay, good.
Sentiment, this is the measurement of how users react to your content, brand, or hashtag. This customer find your recent campaign offensive? What type of sentiment do people associate with your campaign hashtag? It's always better to dig deeper and find out how people talk or feel about your brand. So sentiment is how users react to your content, brand, or hashtag, and you should really find out how people talk or feel about your brand.
What is that actually?
Yeah, it means how users react to your content or brand or some feeling they have for that brand, and you should find out how people really feel about it.
Good. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Right. So the sentiment here is all about emotion. So basically, if you got lots of comments in a positive way, okay. So let's say like comment can be constructive or even negative or positive, right? But here, if the people or potential customer, type something or react something with positive way, so you can measure that that is the perfect version of your content writing here. Done. Next one. Moving to next one, I'm going to choose. I am going to choose. รุ้งเปิดไมค์มา All right. Okay. All right. 360, right? Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. Create and curate engaging social content. No surprise here. Your social media marketing strategy hinged on your content. At this point, you should have a pretty good idea of what to publish based on your goals, audience, and brand identity. You'll probably feel confident in which networks to cover to. But what about your content strategy? Below are some ideas and inspiration that can help.
So what do you understand from this one?
Nowadays, people use social media in their life, and putting your brand content that useful and linked to audience target may attract a lot of audience to come to visit your content.
Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing here. So it's all about like how to make your content to be engaging content, meaning that you have to try to convince other people to read for your own version. So it's all about like how to make a good writing too. That's all about it. Yep. Okay, good. And then done. Moving to next one. I'm going to share. Let me check first. 359 Raksika Pin. Are you there?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Sticking to content themes. The importance of sticking to the content themes, chances are you have seen a post from a particular brand that just feel like, well, there could be casual tone that makes Discord's Twitter presence beloved by casual users and moderates alike are a great example.
So what do you understand from this slide?
To create your brand image, make it, stand out from others, make it memorable.
I see your point here. So it's all about like how to make it attracting to the customer, right? With your high quality content here, sticking to the important content here. That's it. Done ว่าอะไรครับ done อีกคนหนึ่งได้ไหมทำไมตีคู่แสดงว่าใช้ account เดียวกัน right? So you use the same account?
Yes.
All right, 346 prim, yeah, right? Okay, moving to next one. Okay, good. Okay.
But please wait, she's going to toilet.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, but
can
I'll
skip.
call her.
Okay.
Okay, Prim, it's your turn.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can hear you. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, from graphic to reels and beyond, many brands rely on the same content format and creative touches time and again. This theme can help you become more consistent and zero in on a content strategy that makes sense. For example, you might cycle between memes, product photos, and user-generated content while sticking to a defined color scheme. If you are struggling to keep up with all these sources of social content, consider social media management tools that help you organize your media library and schedule your posts in advance.
So what do you understand from this slide actually?
Like I think like the reels is help me like to create the content strategy more interesting. Use the product photo. I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much for your sharing. So here it's all about graphic or reels in there. I mean, the short video, right? Interactive video. I'm going to say this is kind of thing like the latest trend for using such a social media for your content writing here. And this is really important for making sure that you can gain lots of viewers, right, from the posts that you used to. And I would say that it is an effective social media to do this kind of thing. That's it. Done ว่าอะไรครับ done เร็วนิดนึงนะวันนี้ได้ไหมAll right, social media marketing. Next one, China.
นี่ค่ะ Content idea for social media marketing in 2022 to help to narrow down the specific of what you should be publishing and make sure you are developing innovative content. Here are some social media trends to consider.
What is that actually?
It is important to help to stay together with the social media trends in 20. Yes.
So it's all about introduction that how we can make an useful or interactive social media marketing here, right? For 2022. That's it. And done. Done. Next one, I'm going to choose. Who want to go next? You can turn on your microphone here. I think I'm going. นี่มาแล้ว Bam, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Stories and time-sensitive posts Stories aren't going anywhere. Tapping into your followers, FOMO, or fear of missing out. Story style content is both interactive and can miss, popping up first in your follower feeds by default. This content can help your brand account skip the line and stay fresh in your audience minds.
So what is that actually?
Use the stories to stay fresh in audience feed.
So meaning that we have to think about what is the suitable time to post some kind of story in order to make sure that lots of customers can see your, let's say, your story, right? It's all about that. Okay, done. Done. Nah, move อย่างรวดเร็วครับ you. Next one I'm going to choose. ใครต่อดีแป๊บนึงเปิดไมค์เลยนะฮะ Okay, next one Nina, are you there? 363. I cannot hear your voices, sir. Yeah. Maybe we can. Okay, Mala. Okay, all right. Go for it. One, two, three, go.
Okay. Stories are especially valuable for taking your followers behind the scenes and making your social feed feel more personal. For example, consider how you can use the story to cover an event or take your followers on a journey without them having to leave the comfort of the gram.
So what is that actually? It's all about.
Just like when you're posting your story, just let them see like behind the scene, not only just like post your contents.
I see a point here. Good. So actually the story like let's say like, imagine that when you post some story on the Instagram, right? So lots of people may see your story more than your post on the, you know, a picture or on the normal page, right? The things like that. So meaning that we have to adapt any kind of video into that story or reels instead of this kind of like you know, a previous version of a picture. That's it. Done. Done. And then next one I'm going to choose Rome. Are you there? 368. Yeah, good.
Short form video. 54% of marketers say that video is the most valuable content type for achieving social goals and for good reason. Social video is booming, especially with the rise of TikTok and Instagram Reels. Both long form and short form productions continue to dominate the social space across all platforms due to their high engagement rate.
So what do you understand from this slide?
I think video is the most way to reach audience in social media. And like TikTok and Instagram Reels that are booming now.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing here. So this is kind of like an example from the short form video, right? TikTok, right? Or even Instagram is kind of like a very famous and very attractive, interesting platform that we can do this. So this is maybe one of the most effective short form video here. Done. Next one, me, man. Kiki, right? See, turn on your microphone. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go.
Bring other departments into the mix. Social media teams have a unique advantage when it comes to understand customer sentiment. You are the eyes and ears for your brand online. Those insights can do more than just inform marketing strategy. They can transform your business. Still, according to the index data, only 39% of marketers Use social data to support other departments.
Yeah, what do you understand from the slides actually?
I think social media can transform our business and keep the eye on our brand.
Yeah. So this means like we have to develop lots of things, right? Bring to the department into the mix. So meaning that we have to search for some information that is useful for this kind of thing. That's it. Done, my lab. Done. ไม่มีแล้วนะฮะ That's it for today class. So I don't want you to write a lot just because it's nearly for a midterm exam, but I just want you to review this kind of content from what we learned for several weeks, right? Maybe week 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 for today class. And I don't want you to do this kind of assignment just because it's maybe it's a lot more thing that you can do, but maybe would you like to read or review for this time? Just because if you want to do so, I'm going to stop teaching here and then let you review for this kind of content for midterm. Is that okay? Are you okay? ใคร okay พิมพ์ okay ไหมครับหรือว่าใครอยากเขียน โอเคนะโอเคให้ครบก่อนโอเคให้ครบก่อน
Can you explain again? I'm kind of confused.
So for this week, right? I'm not really sure that this kind of question might be on the midterm exam or not, but I'm sure that for your presentation would be the detail for the midterm exam. So today, I think you can review from your friend's slide presentation for the rest of the time that we remain here until 4 p.m., right? And or if you want to write this kind of assignment, you can feel free to write it too. Okay. So everyone okay, right? So I'm going to let you review for the whole content from your friend's presentation, and shall we go break? And I'm going to stop slide presentation just only this, and maybe I'm going to tell the information or the detail midterm into the line group. Everyone understood, right? งั้นปิดคลาสนะครับได้ไหม Any questions so far? I have to finish a class just only this and let you review for the midterm exam. See you on midterm exam ครับผม Bye bye ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you ค่ะ
Thank you ค่ะ